Hey, hello, evening everyone, afternoon everybody, wherever you are. Welcome to the THE Council of Webinars. Today we are thrilled to have Kaunas University of Technology with us. And they are here to spend the next hour or so exploring the world of engineering through data science and beyond. Now we are here for the full hour, so feel free to ask us some questions throughout the webinar. We do have the Q&A box just at the bottom of your screen there, so we'll be getting to those at the very end of the webinar. And once we have those in, we'll be doing a nice Q&A session towards around, like I said, the end, 10 to 15 minutes. But for now, I'm going to allow you to dive in with our guest speakers. So feel free to introduce yourself, guys. Kabilan, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Hello, I'm Kavilan. I will introduce my speakers in the following after I finish my introduction. So, welcome to our webinar of Discovering Kaunas University of Technology. My name is Kavilan. I'm the publicity coordinator of KTU. I'll be your host for this afternoon. Today we'll present you about Kaunas University of Technology, how we are engineering the world with all the various courses and opportunities at KTU. We'll be focused on data science and how it is shaping the world of tomorrow. And then afterwards, we will see KTU from a student point of perception, talking about data science projects, student life, and scholarship in KTU. Finally, if you have about any questions and everything, you can ask at the end, and do send it in the chat. I will follow it up as soon as possible. Let me introduce our speaker for this webinar, starting with my colleague Inga Pelevitte, who's our enrollment manager for international studies.
Inga Pelevitte, hello everyone.
And then I move on to the next speaker, that would be Associate Professor Dr. Paulius Palevichis, which is Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science. Welcome, Dr. Paulius.
Thanks, Kaunan. Hello, everyone.
And finally, it is followed by Wendy Giovanna. She's a master student in data science and artificial intelligence. She's from Honduras. She's also a part of study at KTU Ambassador. Welcome, Giovanna.
Thank you, Kevin. Buenas tardes a todos. Hello.
And now you all know all of our speaker. We will head towards the presentation phase. Do drop in questions in the chat, and we'll do our best to answer those at the end. Now I invite our speaker Inga to present her presentation about KTU.
Okay, I'm going to share my presentation. Let me know if you can see that. Can you see my presentation? All good, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I'm going to give a brief presentation about our university. And let's begin with our city. Okay.
This Inga, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, now everything's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So let's begin with our city. Our university is located in the second largest city of Lithuania, Kaunas. And Kaunas is usually called the city of students, and there is a good reason why. We are not the only one university located in Kaunas, and the atmosphere in the city is quite international, because here come students from all over the world to seek for higher education. And also we are among top 10 most cost-effective cities in Europe, which means that students do not have to spend a lot in order to survive here. And since our location in Europe is quite central, it makes very easy to travel around. And the major European cities can be reached within a 2 or 3 hour flight from Kaunas or Vilnius airports. Lithuania. So we are a small country in the northern Europe. Our population is a bit less than 3 million people. And our official language is Lithuanian, but the majority of people here, they do speak English. So our students don't need to learn Lithuanian in order to get by. But we offer Lithuanian language courses free of charge to all our international students at our university. So if students would like to learn some Lithuanian, we do have a chance to do so. And our currency is Euro, and we are part of European Union, Schengen, and NATO. And university. So Kaunas University of Technology is one of the oldest universities in Lithuania and one of the largest universities of technological universities in the Baltic states. And we are well known for our strong connections with business and industry, our joint projects with large companies and international corporations. At our university, we have 9 faculties. We have the Faculty of Chemical Technology, School of Economics and Business, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Informatics, Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Mechanical Engineering and Design, Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities, Civil Engineering and Architecture. And also we do have one faculty, which is not in Kaunas. It's located in the 5th largest city of Lithuania, Panevėžys. It's the Faculty of Technologies and Business. And then it comes down to numbers. So we do have more than 9,000 students, of which over 1,000 is international students. And we offer studies in Lithuanian and English. We offer 28 programs in bachelor's degree and 25 bachelor's and 28 master degree programs fully organized in English. And also we do have one integrated studies program. This is 5-year architecture study program. Students enter at undergraduate level. And when they graduate, when they finish their studies after 5 years, we get a master degree. Once again, these programs are fully organized in English. Students don't need to speak Lithuanian in order to study here. Here you can see the full list of bachelor degree study programs that are organized in English. As technological university, naturally, we offer a variety of programs in engineering sciences, technological sciences, but still we do have some programs in social sciences, humanities. I would like to mention public governments and civil society study program that are organized together with the university in Central Florida, and students can spend 1 semester there as well. And when they graduate, they get a diploma from both universities. And also we do have preparatory courses. We have English course, which is for students who would like to improve their English before the beginning of studies. And we do have preparatory architecture course. This is for students who are lacking drawing skills, but would like to join our architecture study program. And when it comes to master studies, we kind of follow the bachelor studies. So if student studied bachelor degree at our university and would like to proceed to masters, we can for sure find a suitable option for them as well. And tuition fee, an important factor for many students. So prices vary depending on the study field. Social sciences, economics study programs are cheaper, and engineering, informatics, technological sciences programs are more expensive. And we do understand that students sometimes need a bit financial support. We offer tuition fee waivers for students with best academic results, with highest GPA. And we offer full tuition fee waiver. And if student is awarded with a full tuition fee waiver, it means that his studies will be covered by the university funds for the entire study period. And also we offer partial tuition fee waiver, which is basically 25% discount for tuition fee. And also our students, we can apply for scholarships. For example, if student has high scores, he can apply for a talent scholarship. And if he is selected for a scholarship, he gets like monthly money. And student life is, if you need to describe a student life here on K2 campus, we can say 3 words: green, safe, and essential. So today, as Kabilan mentioned, we have a student ambassador here. So I think Joanna will share her experiences about student life in Kaunas. I will not go into much detail about that, but I would like to mention some few things that students can take advantage of while studying at K2. So we have development programs for students. And for example, K2 Gifted is a program for talented students. If a student is selected for this program, he not only gets a monthly scholarship of 300 euros, but also he can take extra subjects, take part in challenge activities, and improve their abilities in science or business. K2 Guided, it's a mentorship program. Sometimes students, they need a bit support, so we can apply for a mentor. K2 Wanted is a program that organizes events where students can meet with employers, we can get internship or job offers or career advice. K2 Inspired is our art societies. Everyone interested in arts can join that. K2 activated its sport activities organized on campus. K2 United our student organizations, and K2 Discovered is students' mobility. We have more than 350 agreements with higher education institutions all around the world. So during the studies, all students can take part in Erasmus program. We can do exchange and studies for 1 or 2 semesters outside of Lithuania in our partner universities, or they can choose to do an internship abroad also with scholarship. And I already mentioned that we do have K2 activated program. On our campus, we have gym, which is free of charge to all the students, and also our activities are organized. You can see the full list here. And of course, basketball is on the top of the list, as this is our unofficial second religion in Lithuania. And K2 Ambassador. So Study at K2 Ambassador, this is the program that helps our prospective students to know K2 better. Everyone who is interested in studies at K2 or maybe already submitted an application, and they can contact our ambassadors. So ambassadors is our current students selected to represent K2, to share their first-hand experiences about the life on campus, about Lithuania, Kaunas, application procedure, everything. So everyone just can go to our website, ambassador page. We can choose a student by the study program, by the nationality, and simply just chat with them. Yeah, mentorship program. So every new student, before coming to studies in August, studies begin from the 1st of September. In August, all students get a mentor. This is the person that helps them during their first months in Lithuania. For example, a student doesn't know how to buy a bus ticket or a SIM card, so we can always reach out to a mentor, and he will help with those questions. And yeah, this is what I wanted to tell about student life. Joanna will share more, I suppose. And now my last part of the presentation, admission requirements. The last one, but not less important. So when it comes to admission requirements, we have minimum requirements for bachelor and master degree applicants. So for a bachelor, students need to hold a high school diploma with CGPA higher than 60%. This is the minimum requirement. And also each program has its own interest subjects. For example, engineering subjects, they require mathematics, chemistry, or physics scores with CGPA higher than 60, and also require English language proficiency certificate. For bachelor's is B2. So students can upload IELTS, TOEFL, or any other international certificate. If they do not have one, then they can choose to take our online English test. And for masters, it is required to hold a bachelor degree in the respective field. It means that the bachelor studies should match the master studies, and CGPA should be higher than 60%. English language level required for master degree studies is C1, and all the students, all the applicants are invited to pass the motivational interview with the faculties. Yeah, and this is the link. The applications can be submitted this year. The deadline for all applications to all the study programs is 1st of June. And here you can find our contacts. international@k2.lt. This is our main email address. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer. And my last slide, our K2 ambassadors page, another useful link to remember. So thank you for listening, and that's it.
Thank you, Inga. Now I will pretty much pass this podium to Dr. Paulus. He will be talking about data science and the faculty of mathematics. It's your
Okay. Okay, guys, so just to make sure, do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay. So I will try to present our new study program, Data Science and Artificial Intelligence, which we already started this year. So I'm quite thrilled to talk about it because I really believe in this program. I was one of the team members who created this program. We saw a need in industry, in business for such qualification for employees. And when creating this program, we consulted business and industry a lot. So this is just an outline of what I'm going to talk about this evening. And to start off, I just would like to state our aim of the study program. So as you can see, one of our main aims is to provide knowledge about advanced mathematical methods of data science and artificial intelligence. So this part I think is quite important because in this study program, we are not only applying existing libraries and off-the-shelf modules and tools, but we try to teach students to create their own methods and to understand everything in depth. Another thing that our program focuses on is ethical use of data and mathematical models. So we think that it is very important in this area of work and research. So question may rise where we can use data science and artificial intelligence. And from our research and from our talks with industry partners and social partners, we see that at least in Lithuania, but I know that everywhere in the world, companies are looking in different ways how to employ artificial intelligence in their work. And I just try to show just a few examples of what possible applications can be, but it is not limited to these examples because I think every area of industry, of business, of manufacturing can benefit from people who has knowledge in data science and artificial intelligence. So to name a few, it's healthcare. Another one is finance. For example, our faculty, our department was working with some companies on fraud detection, retail, which allows personalized recommendations. It is very such specialists are very needed in various online shops, online marketing areas. Manufacturing. So our department is as well working with different manufacturing companies. And this optimization of predictive maintenance, quality control, automation, we are doing these things using mathematical methods, data science, and artificial intelligence. Energy companies, we also had partnership with a few companies. We also have worked with telecommunications for fraud prevention, for customer retention, trying to predict customer churn. We did not work with automotive industry, but AI is used a lot in these systems because we need to develop. The world is developing autonomous vehicles, and processing of video images of sensor data using artificial intelligence is very important. Another area is education, media, government, real estate to predict property prices and risk, insurance, and as I mentioned before, a lot of industries would benefit from applying this knowledge and this skill set that we are trying to cover in our module, in our study program. So let's say you decide that you will be a data scientist, and you might think, what do I need to learn? What do I need to know to be such a specialist? And this area is interesting because it's not sufficient to know one thing. In this area, you need to be capable to work in different areas. You need to know computer science. You need to know statistics and mathematics. You need to know how to work with huge amounts of data. You need to know how to process it, how to analyze it. You need to know machine learning methods. And I very often say that if you know just a few of these, another one and very important part is domain expertise. So, for example, if you already are interested in some area, for example, engineering, manufacturing, and if you on top develop another skills for data science and data analytics, you will be very wanted in the industry, because such specialists who know domain, who understand how things work in that area of industry or in business, and who as well know all this stuff, they can make a very huge impact. So it's quite an interesting area, because you will get to know a lot of different things and how things are interconnected between, and how you can extract and information from data, how you can model, how you can forecast and predict things in future. So our study program is built in 3 semesters. So we have some modules which are required for you to take. So it's statistical data analysis and forecasting methods, mathematical methods and artificial intelligence, ethics of artificial intelligence. And I myself am giving a module of neural networks. There's also advanced mathematical methods and artificial intelligence. So for all these modules, you will get in theory and we'll get the main idea how stuff works, what mathematics and what computer science is used for these methods and models. And on top of that, most of these modules has project works where you will be either working individually or in groups to develop and to work on some real-world problems. We're also inviting people from industry to give lectures during these models, to share what they are doing in their companies and how they are using these techniques to reach their goals. There are also 2 modules, data science project and artificial intelligence application projects. Both are 6 credits, where you will get a project, or maybe you will suggest a project yourself on which you would like to work, and to apply all the knowledge that you gain during these modules. You can also select some alternatives from alternative list. I don't know if it's okay. So this is a list of alternatives: data-driven methods and mathematical modeling, data-driven decision-making, combinatorial optimization, and finally, you will have to work on your master thesis. So this is just an overview of a program. As I mentioned, we try to invite industry partners, our social partners, as much as possible to provide topics and problems for your projects, just to share their knowledge, their ideas. And maybe even later it is possible sometimes to join these companies, because sometimes they provide topics for master thesis. You work with a company, and after you finish a program, you can already start working with a company. So when you finish this program, you should be able to analyze and interpret that data. You should be able to apply advanced mathematical methods to derive insights from complex data, which is very essential for data-driven decision making. You would be able to build intelligent system. I want to put emphasis by using fundamental mathematical and machine learning techniques to design and optimize sophisticated AI solutions. So not just using ready available tools, but to create something interesting yourselves. You would be also able to apply predictive analytics, utilize predictive models to forecast trends and to inform strategies essential across various industries. Ensure ethical use of AI is very important these days, because companies are collecting huge amounts of data, and you need to know how to manage it correctly and ethically. And after that, you'll have two paths. You can either go the research path, where you can engage in different engineering or other areas in universities and in institutes, or you can go to work in companies, in business, in industry, and to develop practical applications, translate theoretical knowledge into real-world AI solutions with hands-on skills in deploying data science projects in various fields. So these are some possibilities for employment, but it is not limited to this. So you can work as an analyst, data analyst, information analyst, operations analyst, modeler, artificial intelligence specialist, data scientist, supply chain analyst, and a lot more. It depends on your previous knowledge. As I mentioned, if you already have some domain knowledge in other areas, so your position can be very different from this, what I mentioned here. So I really hope maybe I will be able to meet some of you next year, and we would be working together. And if you have need more information, this is just a link. I don't know, maybe I will share it in the comments. Sorry. And if you have any questions, so please ask me later. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Doctor. And now I will pass on to Giovanna. She has the most student perception of KTU. And now I give the podium to Giovanna.
Thank you very much, Kabilan. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Please let me know if you can see it.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's still loading.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah.
Now? Yes. Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to share the student's perspective from Honduras to KTU. Okay, so first a little bit about me. My name is Giovanna. I am from the capital city of Honduras. I completed my bachelor's degree in mechatronics engineering from KTU, and now I am studying the master's degree of data science and artificial intelligence. I would like to emphasize that I heard from KTU from my high school's college counselor. So it is very important to share this information with your students. And my shift from mechatronics to data science basically came at my last year of mechatronics engineering. I created my final project using image recognition. I used the model to select and recognize certain features in a manufacturing environment. And this is basically where my interest came from. And I decided to pursue this master's degree. So why did I choose KTU? Basically, I narrow it down to 4 main reasons, which were scholarship opportunities, extracurriculars, international community, and dorm life. So as an international student, money was a very big part of my decision. And thankfully, KTU made studies accessible for international students. As Inga mentioned, there are tuition fee waivers, which is what allowed me to move to Lithuania to study my bachelor's and also to continue my studies with master's degree. And also, there are many opportunities throughout the semester, which include, for example, the Talent Scholarship, which is 250 euros monthly for active students with high academic results and active participation in extracurriculars. You might be wondering what extracurriculars I am referring to. So I will share to you some of the clubs that I've joined throughout my studies here at KTU. So here you can see Career Days 2023. It is basically a career fair where many companies show what positions they have available, show students what they are working with, and allow students to get a perspective on what the actual job market looks like. And it's definitely an easier transition after studies. I also participated in mentorship programs where you can get mentors from industry to guide you on what decisions to make, to what areas of interest you have for the field, and basically just give you overall advice on your career path. Also, as Inga mentioned, I am part of KTU Ambassadors, which basically we are in charge of helping people from all over the world with their applications to KTU and answer any questions they may have. KTU also offers the opportunity to participate in intercultural studies. For example, ECIU it stands for European Consortium of Innovative Universities. It is a group of 13 universities in Europe that give different courses that students can take, and sometimes these courses involve exchange. So this is a picture of me and my colleagues attending an exchange course hosted by Universidad Autónoma de Barcelona, where we learned about intercultural competences. So KTU has a very international community. As you can see, here are some pictures of me and my friends and different activities that you can do. We usually go on weekly dinners, have road trips to other Lithuanian towns, and of course, study sessions cannot be missed. It is very interesting to connect with people that come from different places, but have one goal, which is to develop themselves and learn, which we can perfectly do in this university. So moving on to my master's degree, I would like to emphasize the relevance of it in today's age where there is so much information, so much data, whether it is from user experience from certain products all the way to medical data. There is a need to analyze it, to organize it, and to make useful conclusions out of it, because having a lot of data doesn't necessarily mean you have a lot of information. So this master's degree really allows you to put into perspective the data that you're handling and make strong conclusions and solutions in industry. Another thing that I really like about this university and the master's degree is that there is a big scientific community. All of my lecturers are experienced researchers in the field that they can answer any question you may ask them, and they show their work, which gives me a better idea on what my work after studies would look like. And also emphasize the fact that PhD studies are incredibly motivated and encouraged, even when your master's degree. And it is also important to know that there are these opportunities, so especially for students like me. So that is a basic overview of my life as a student here at KTU. If there are any questions about university studies or student life, you can scan this QR code and you can contact me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joanna. So pretty much we wrapped up quick enough. I'll give to host for asking some of the questions from the chat.
Great, guys. Thank you. That was a lot of useful information there. We have a few questions, so do bear with us. There's a few lengthy ones. Okay, so the first one here. Hi, I have a student who is good at the arts. He wants to do engineering, but he only has physics and maths. His strong area is arts, but he is weak in physics and maths. I mean, if he is studying IB diploma program, high school certificate will be enough for him, or does he need a full diploma as well? And what programs do you think would be suitable?
Okay, I will answer this one. So physics and maths are enough for joining engineering study program if the final score is higher than 60% in both subjects. But if student is weak at math, I would recommend to choose another program because he would be struggling studying engineering because mathematics is like required for this subject. So he can apply for social sciences. We have some programs. He can go to our website, admissions.ktu, and he will find all the programs with the program descriptions. So he can like check the programs, the full descriptions, and to choose the program he are most interested in. And talking about diploma, if he is studying in IB program, so we do require the final certificate, like the main certificate. For the application, he can submit just provisional transcript. It's enough for the beginning of the whole procedures, but at the end, still he needs to submit all the final documents, the main certificates, to finalize the admission.
Great. And do you have any summer programs where students can come and experience the campus and programs?
Unfortunately, no, we do not have those.
Perfect. And what would the A-level requirements be for engineering?
So this actually depends on the program itself. For engineering, for example, maths, A-level in maths, physics, or chemistry are required. For social sciences, maths again, but it might be the second subject, history or English. It just depends on the program. Once again, in our website, in program descriptions, students can find a entry score structure. There we can see what subjects are required. So in those subjects, students should have scores higher than 60%, and of course, all of them should be A-levels.
Brilliant. And another question just come in. May I know if you accept advanced level results from the Zimbabwe School Examination Council?
Yes, we do accept that.
Okay, awesome. I think for the live questions, that's all I have. I don't know if I want to hand over to you, Kabilan. Do you have any more?
Yeah, I have some to give more perception to what Kichu can offer and pretty much what the opportunities we have over here. I will ask this question to Dr. Paulus. Since you talk about all the various industries with data science, do you have any perception like what field do you think data science and AI in Lithuania is growing at this moment?
So if we talk about Lithuania, so I think one of the top areas is telecommunications. After telecommunications, there is one company who is quite well known worldwide, is Hostinger. It's a hosting provider, but they employ AI in their work a lot. And as a matter of fact, their AI, I think it is their AI head, department head, is our student. So we are quite proud about it. And one another company is Winted, and this is a platform, also worldwide known company, which is for focused on sustainability, on changing clothes, and something like that. So these are one of the top areas which are quite well known in Lithuania for employing AI. We are not a very large company, so we don't have automotive industry, but most of things where I can see that AI is used is in manufacturing, and these areas are trying to employ as much AI as possible. And now there are lots of inquiries from different companies to us if we have specialists and they want to know as much as possible about AI and data science.
That's really good to know. I think I have even some of my friends who are students of KTU who's working in hosting. That's something. Another question that I want to ask is like, do you have any example that there's a collaboration between industries and KTU?
There's one event that we organized since 2017. It's a mathematical workshop. And during this workshop, we try to invite companies from Lithuania, but sometimes even from other EU countries, to provide us problems which they would like us to solve. And many of these problems that they provide rely on data science and artificial intelligence. And from other part, we invite researchers, PhD students, sometimes master students, to participate in this event. So it's like some kind of a hackathon where these companies get their problems solved during a week-long this event, which takes near Baltic Sea in Palanga. And just to give some examples who participated, so there were logistics companies such as DPD and Girteka, one of the largest. Girteka is one of the largest logistic companies in Europe. There was agriculture companies, telecommunications companies. So two largest telecommunications companies in Lithuania. We had a ride-sharing company. We had a furniture manufacturing company, one of the largest one in Lithuania as well. So these companies trust us to give them ideas and new approaches to solve their problems using AI-driven techniques.
Thank you, Doctor. Now I move on to Giovanna. Since I want to give like a much more clear student perception, every student has like a favorite spot in KTU. Like, do you have a favorite spot in KTU where you spend most of your time?
Hi, Gavilan. I think yes, there is this specific rest spot in mathematics faculty floor 3, where it has resting areas and also some desks. I find myself being more productive over there.
That's really good. One of my favorite spot is like the library that the new library in my architecture faculty. That's one of my favorite one. Another question that I want to ask, like since I know you've been volunteering in KTU ambassador and everything, I know that you work a full-time job as well as. How do you manage your life between like work, studies, and life?
Yes, so basically just being really good at time management and using my breaks from work wisely. Also, I'm really lucky that I have a very flexible job that allows me to continue my studies at the same time. So I would say mainly manage your time and avoiding procrastination.
I'll take that lesson pretty much. Anyhow, that's about the questions that I have for today. I think we can go to the ending part, right? I guess.
Yeah, of course. I
Uh,
mean, I think there's a few questions just that popped up in the chat, so let me just ask those before we end, if that's okay. Okay, so we have one question here about entry requirements for data science programs.
Yeah, so to enter the master's study program, students need to hold a bachelor degree with CGPA higher than 60% in mathematics study field. And also international English language certificate is required, level C1. And additional certificates also might be submitted. And for example, attendance in conferences, work experiences, so it gives extra points to entry score.
Okay, and lastly, from one more to that, might I know if you offer technical certifications and micro-credentialing on campus?
Well, I'm not sure about that. As far as I know, no. But the person who asked this question can write us an email and we'll check, but I think no.
Just to add, we sometimes have various events. For example, one of these is a big data school where people from industry, from business attend, but sometimes students attend this big data school as well. And it's like a 2 or 3 days event, after which they receive a certificate that they gain some knowledge in some specific area. So we have such kinds of events, but you have to look for them.
Hey, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I think we've had quite a busy hour here. I can see one more question just come in. IB diploma program students with English as HL require an English proficiency certificate in that?
If a student studied in English before, is it master or bachelor, so we do not require it, but student need to submit a certificate from his school that the studies was conducted in English. And in that case, we do not require English language certificate.
Okay, brilliant. Well, listen, guys, if you do have any more questions, please do feel free to send those in to us and we will forward them on to those at Kaunas, and they will be in touch with you probably by tomorrow or in either way at some point at the end of this week and early next. Is there anything else that you guys want to add?
Just the ending of thing. Thanks for this MS opportunity, and as well as like the patience and interest in this webinar. And I also like to thank my speakers. They have been doing this quite predictive and like precise to the note, and gave a good perception to how to engineer a better future with data science, AI, and other courses, and how they are empowering KTU to reach like different heights and empowering the people also. So hopefully this informations were informative and like in brief as possible, so that this reaches to the next generation of engineers and scientists. And thank you for the audience, the counselors, for being a great listener. Hope to see some of your students in KTU soon. That's it. I will be signing off, and hopefully the speakers also.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for this evening, and we will be in touch very soon. All right. So for those of you who couldn't join, we will be sending this to you in an email very, very soon. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Good evening. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Thank you.